Self love. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, what's up? This is James on the James Post. Um, this video is about self love. Okay, you know, if you can't master self love, then you can't master to love other things. So if you can't love yourself, then you don't have that to love everybody. But I'm going to help you, how to master that and how to, apply self love, you know, to you, to anybody, including myself as well. Because not only am I getting the benefits, talking about this, you guys are also ripping the benefits as well. Okay, so let's begin. What is self love? What does it mean? Self love is a state of appreciation of oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. It also means having a high regard for your well being and happiness. Self love also means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing, your well being to please others. And then lastly, self love also means not settling for less, than what you deserve. Okay. So that's what self love means. At the end of the day, your sense of yourself refers to your perceptions of the collection of your characteristics that define you. I already talked about what to expect. I mentioned about how to value yourself. I mentioned about, self improvement, self acceptance, self esteem, self image, and then having self confidence. So if you are able to, manage and master that, then you're going to manage and master self love. What does self love means to you? What does it mean to me? What does it mean to, to anybody? Well, I'm going to explain eight different meanings of what self love means. Okay. The first is going to be talking to and about yourself with love. Okay. So pretty much it means to talk to yourself like like you would to someone to love, having that compassion, the act of being kind to yourself no matter what happens or what has happened in your life. No matter what you think, if no matter what you think, if you think that you're not good at something, you know you need to have that self-compassion, because self-compassion is the realization that everyone makes mistakes. Making mistakes is a part of being human. We all understand that. But when we make mistakes, we need to ask ourselves what we might need to feel better and comfort yourself in the best way we can. So, you know, tell yourself that you are very sorry, what you're going through, and you understand and you're gonna make it better. You're gonna fix it, you know. So one of the things, to apply self-love is to talk good about yourself and have that self-compassion. Okay. The next one is, making sure that you are your first priority. I know there's a lot of events, a lot of things that goes to our lives, and we seems to make those our first priority. But regardless of what you got going on, you gotta make sure that you are your first priority. You are the first one, okay? Because when we prioritize ourselves, it means that we are giving ourselves time and attention to focus of our needs, desires, goals, and wants. It also means to offer yourself the same compassion and understanding that you will do to other people, you know? So that's another meaning of, self-love, is to make sure that you are your first prior, The third one is giving yourself a break from self judgment. Okay, when you give yourself a break from self judgment, it means that you are treating yourself with consideration, gentleness, and thoughtfulness in the face of suffering or missteps. Speak to yourself kindly, when the same sort of empathy and warm as you show to someone that you care about, who comes to you, for advice, or being a supportive ears, or being a sounding board. So pretty much, don't give yourself a negative judgment. Don't, how can I say it? Don't talk bad about yourself. You know, have that compassion. Have that consideration for yourself. Because here's the thing: if you're able to show consideration and empathy for other people, how come you can't do it for yourself? Because after all, in order for you to share that to other people, you have to start with yourself. Okay, so avoid the self judgment. The next one is trusting yourself. When you put that self trust, it means consistently staying true to yourself. Trusting yourself means you look after your own needs and safety regardless. You treat yourself with love and compassion. Rather than strive for perfection, you know deep down that you can survive anything that has, that is difficulties, and that you refuse to give up on yourself. So treat yourself, trust yourself. You are capable to do anything if you set your mind to it. You know, it's mind over matter. The next one is being true to yourself. When you are being true to yourself, you are completely honest with what you feel. Deeply, you value and you desire yourself. This also means communicating your feelings both with yourself and others, and also allowing your truth to follow through you and also into the world. So being true to yourself is also a key and another instrument for, self-love. Okay? The next one is being nice to yourself. Okay? Being nice to yourself. Because this means that you are being kind to yourself, speaking to yourself in a kind manner, in a kind tone, understanding, that pain, um, understanding that pain is universal. We all have pain. We all go through pain. No one's gonna tell you and say that they don't have pain. No one's gonna tell you that they never experienced pain. Because pain is universal. Pain has different. It's just there's so many different ways of pain. That's why pain is universal. Okay. It's also an experience, that we go through in our daily life. So it's a must to have pain, because that's gonna give you experience. That's gonna give you the understanding. Looking at your emotion clearly and soberly in a way that neither suppresses nor exaggerate them, setting realistic expectation for yourself in any given situation. So be nice no matter what you go through. If it's upsetting your emotion, if it's playing with your thoughts and feelings, just just think twice. Be positive, and don't talk yourself down. Okay, be nice to yourself. The last one is forgiving yourself as well. Okay, in other words, self forgiveness. Think back to a time in your life when you felt saved and cared about someone. Do not avoid guilt. Take responsibility. Try to repair the damage if can, or if if allows you to, because you know it's like you may fix the damage and you may not. Some things can be can be reversed and go back in time and fix what's going on. And then there's other there's times where it just can't. You just gotta let it go, so you move on. So I can tell you that you can either go back and fix the damage that was done, if it allows you. But if it doesn't allow you, then continue and move on. Because when you continue and you move on and you just let it go, that means that you're not letting guilt to take control over you. You know, have empathies, for more than yourself. Understand that your emotion, treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Okay. Express remorse, for your mistakes as well. Make amends and apologize to yourself. Look for ways to learn from the experience and focus on making better choices in the future. It's okay. So forgiving yourself is a must. If you cannot forgive yourself, not only are you not going to be able to forgive other things, but you're going to get stuck in that. You're going to get stuck on that. It's going to stress your emotion. It's going to stress your feelings and thoughts. It's you're going to get yourself stuck in that situation if you don't forgive yourself and just let it go. Okay? Because you cannot you cannot love others. You cannot have compassion to others. You cannot have consideration to others. You can't show empath. You cannot show sympathy. You cannot talk good about others and give them positive feedback. You cannot put other people on the pedestal if you don't do it. If you haven't done that to yourself first. Okay? You have to do that first to yourself. You just have to. Okay? In order for you to give love, you got to love yourself. In order to take care of somebody, you got to take care of yourself. Okay? Because at the end of the day, it runs back to you. It comes back to you. You can't carry other people's responsibilities if you don't carry your own responsibility. That's not how it works in the universe here. It doesn't work like that. Okay? What people need to understand is that whether you got family, friends, or anybody and surround you, you know, you always gotta keep in mind that it starts with you. You're gonna start, showing, true love, meaning to yourself first, self love, and then you can multiply and spread it. You know, love is the only thing. Love is actually the only subject in this world that matters, and everybody is looking for that. Everybody is wanting for that. Everybody is hoping for that. But the answer to that is, if you don't apply love to yourself, then it's not gonna come. It's not gonna come to you. You're not gonna experience that if you don't experience yourself first. Because love is another way to self-care. We often need to get back on the basic and listen to our body, to ourself. Take break from work, or take break for work or whatever that you're going through, and just relax. Move and stretch. Put the phone down. And connect to yourself or others, or do something creative as well. Because self-love means accepting yourself as you are in every moment, for everything that you are, accepted your emotions for what they are, and putting your physical, emotion, and well-being first. And there you have it. That's how you master self-love. Okay, you know, I know that you also experience this as well. You know how you express your feelings, and someone else is telling you, man, you don't give yourself, credit. You need to give yourself credit for whatever it is. When someone tells you that, that's just a sign that that person has the understanding and have already, you know, accepted self-love. And now that person is sharing that with you. So if you ever come across somebody and tells you sincerely, hey, you need to give yourself credit, or you need to, up yourself, feel good about yourself. Don't take that as a wrong thing. That's just a sign from the universe telling you that it's time for you to self-love. Okay? Hope you guys enjoy this video. I will be making more videos about our sense of ourself. It's really important, especially coming from a person who has chronic depression and bipolar disorders, and is not taking no medication, not going to no psychiatrist or to anybody to help me manage what I got. Okay? This is James on the James Post. I see you guys next time. Peace.